What do you struggle with in reading?
I struggle with summary due to the fact I constantly speed over questions extremely fast.
I struggle with plot because I sort of understand it, but it's kind of confusing to me. Plot always gets me on tests because I'm always stressed out and I overanalyze the question.
The tick I struggle with is author's purpose because it is difficult because when I read the story, sometimes it sounds like there are more than one purpose and sometimes neither one of them are the answer.
I struggle with inferencing questions because sometimes I'll overthink what the question is asking and make up a way for the wrong answer to be right.
Say the teak I struggle with the most is probably dictionary skills. It is difficult because when you look in the dictionary, it is confusing with the blue letters.
What teak I struggle the most with is point of view because I think first person is third person.
I struggle with plot because it's confusing.
The tick I struggle with the most is dictionary skills because it's tough finding the words and which definition to pick, and it confuses me on test, and the definition is sometimes completely different from the question.
I struggle with summary because I have to read a lot more.
I struggle with putting which strategies go with which teaks.
Teak I struggle with is dictionary skills because I get frustrated looking for the word and I give up sometimes or I get confused with the definitions.
I mostly struggle with theme and main idea. I struggle with them mostly because I get them mixed up even though I know they're different. My mind tells me they're the same.
I struggle the most with plot because I don't know what the climax is sometimes.
I struggle with summary because there's a lot of steps and it is difficult.
The teak I struggle with the most is summary because I have to go back and reread the beginning, middle, and end, and I get mixed up with my words.
I struggle the most with plot because I get mixed up with the climax of the story.
I struggle with dictionary entries because it is hard to look for the words that you are looking for.
Well, any teaks, but the hardest one is plot.
With is organizational pattern because there's always two answers I think can both be the answer.
I struggle with theme because most times there's more than one thing that could be the theme of the story.
I struggle with reading and dictionary skills in general because I have dyslexia.
I struggle with inferencing because I always overthink it and there's always that one answer choice that is almost right, but
The tick I struggle with is dictionary because there's more than one meaning and I spend a lot of time trying to figure out which meaning it is.
I struggle with point of view. I do because I have a time remembering which one's which.
I don't do them. I love plot because I don't know where all the facts go.
I struggle with summary because I don't get it.
Themes because it's hard for me to choose which one.
I struggle with theme because there's usually two or three that can be really good answers, but there's only supposed to be one theme.
I struggle with summary because I don't know my steps.
I struggle with summary because it is hard for me to go back in the story and put it in order from beginning to end and put it into different words.
I struggle with internal character traits because when I read, I don't understand what they're doing.
Theme. I struggle with theme because it's confusing to me.
I struggle with plot and summary because it's hard to figure out the little details to put in the diagram.
Struggle in all the teaks because I'm not good at reading.
I struggle with plot, and the thing I struggle with is plotting the story out.
I don't struggle with any of the teaks, but if I had to choose, it would be plot because it's a lot of work.
It's the best and I love reading.